Hi guys, Chris here again. We're playing some more Call of Duty. We're playing Black Ops, we're playing on Villa, and we're playing Demolition. If you've watched a couple of my other videos, you'll know that I'm a new father, and I thought it was about time I discussed it really. Did I always want to be a dad? I've got to be honest, no, I didn't. Me and my wife talked about it prior to us getting engaged in 2002, and I wanted children, and then we started. I don't know. It's probably a little bit selfish, to be honest, as we're being honest. And we've got a pretty good lifestyle. We were going on really good vacations or holidays. We've been all over the world, and we've been fortunate to be able to have done that. We scuba dive, and we scuba dived in arguably some of the best places in the world. And I got used to that lifestyle, I'll be honest with you. I did. And so the little bit of selfish in me didn't really want to be a dad, because it would be such a big change. So I was probably a little bit frightened of it, to be honest. I was always of the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for. The word. I was always, but I was never going to sit. I was always never going to sit in my rocking chair. Is the easiest way of putting it. I was never going to sit in my rocking chair when I was 80 years of age, rocking away, saying, "If only, if only I'd had children." I never ever thought that that would ever happen. It wasn't something. It might have been, what if I'd done this or what if I'd done that, but the fact that I didn't have children would never have bothered me. I would not have felt that I'd wasted my life or my life hadn't been whole if I'd not had children. And then happily, last year, as my baby boy is now 4 months old, we got pregnant. We were actually in London at the time. Obviously, you know these things because it's pretty much a fixed timescale. We were actually in London, and we were having a really nice week away with our nieces that, in a way, I hope I've helped bring up, and bring up properly. And I've always enjoyed having them near me, to be honest. They're very special, and they're very special to me. So we obviously got pregnant while we were in London. And he was born 4 months ago, and it's epic, and I've got to say, highly recommended. Now, I've got the best wife in the world, I'll be honest with you, and I know every fella says the same thing, you've got the best wife in the world, but I've got a good one, I'll be honest with you guys. I've got to say, I've got a good one. She doesn't dictate to me, as long as I don't take the piss, basically. I can still do things, hence why I'm still doing some commentaries. I still get some game time, and I'm not saying it was going to be all and end all games, but they were an important part of my life, playing games. I use Steam. I got a lot of friends on Steam. We play a lot of cooperative gaming on Steam, so it was a big part of my life, and a social form of escape, if you will. So yeah, I thought it would affect it, and he has, but in a good way. I know it's strange. It's like in a good way. Having him, I don't imagine a time now without him being there, and the things that they do when they're growing up. Unfortunately, my wife had to have a cesarean section, so apart from the consultant paediatrician, I was the first person to hold, to touch him, to hold him, and I had him to myself for an hour. He was all mine for an hour, while they, for a better word, they finished up with my wife, who was obviously having surgery, because that's what a C-section is. So I had him all to myself for the first hour of his life in the world, and in a it's probably in a selfish way. I think that's added to my enjoyment of him. But it's the little things that they do, the smiles that they make, the sounds that they make. It makes it's. I just can't imagine a time that he was never there. For me, he's always been there, and he will always be there. And I'm sure we'll have bad times. With everything is good times, and I'm sure there were bad times. But at the moment, I've not experienced any, and that's not bullshit. I haven't experienced any. When he cries, it tears at your heartstrings. You just want to fix him. But he's absolutely gorgeous. He's blue-eyed and he's blonde-haired, and he's perfect as you could hope for. So it has changed me, and as I say, I think it's probably changed me in a good way. Things have a relative realism, or you treasure the times. Like, in a word, I don't like to use treasure when you're playing games, but when I do get to game, it's a special time. You've made a special time for that, which I think added. Unfortunately, that can add to the negativity of the game. I know that Too Old and I had played a game, and we hadn't been able to game for about a week, 10 days, for whatever reason, work, other commitments, etc., etc. And we were really looking forward to it because it was something special. It doesn't happen all the time like it used to, and unfortunately, it was a letdown. We played Modern Warfare 2, and it was an absolute joke. Everything in it that is bad about Modern Warfare 2 happened in that one map. Black Ops was the same. Unfortunately, it wasn't like this particular game that you're watching now. Nobody was playing the objective. It basically sucked balls, to be honest. So that's the downside. But having him, it's amazing. I was playing with him this morning. It's Sunday when I'm recording this. Yeah, he's gone out with his mum. He's gone out to see his auntie, and he's having he's having tummy time. He has tummy time every day, and you can see the progression every single day. And it is nearly every single day you can see the progression in them. He's pushing up. He's smiling, he's trying to reach his toys, he's moving his knees, trying to dig them in to get ready to crawl. It's all those special moments that are the things that I would have missed if I'd never had children. And at the end of the day, he is my boy. I know it's weird. So it has changed my life, but it's changed my life in a good way. And I recommend it to anybody. Asked me 18 months ago, and I said, what do you need children for? What do they do? They're just a drain. What are they? What was the old saying? They're just an eat, poop, screen machine. Untrue. Totally untrue. It is. It's just untrue. We've not had a bad time yet. He's starting to teeth in now. But you just work it together, you work it all out as a family, and you get to the bottom and you sort him out, and then he's giggling again, and you go on days out and you enjoy those. It's just epic. It really is, and really worth it. And his mum, wow. Oh, you've seen those two together? It's amazing, to be honest. Absolutely amazing. I can't think of a duo, but they're almost the perfect ones, to be honest. Anyway, so yeah, fatherhood. Yeah, it's really good, to be honest. So anyway, we'll move on to a little bit of gameplay. Now I've been soppy enough, I guess. I'm running the old AK-74U. I'm switching out the classes a little bit. I use the Silence Galil, mainly because I'm going for the old Ninja Pro at the moment. So I use that when we're attacking and we've got to put plants down. I'm having not a lot of its success, to be honest, trying to get the Nova Gas kills. But it is on this class, but this is my objective class, my other objective class. So it's got the submachine gun on for a bit of spray and pray, which doesn't work there, but he gets the knife. And we get the old diffusing. Still using the old napalm. I think it was. I'm not sure if it was effective in this particular map, but overall I find it quite an effective lowish kill streak. It's only 5 to get it, which is doable, regularly doable at my skill level. You know, I'm not a 5-6 KD. I'm not getting dogs every 2 minutes or anything like that. So as a lowish kill streak that's attainable, it's a good one, and particularly in objective gaming. You can keep hold of it and try and defend your flag. It's very useful for that. Though I have noticed quite a few people have been using the old flat jacket, and I suppose it must be Flat Jacket Pro as well, because I don't think I get any kills, and I definitely hit one guy. Anyway, I see this big palm tree here, and it seems like a good spot to defend. It's got this really high grass that's really dense. You know, you can see it on the screen in front of my gun. It's really dense. Nobody's going to see me here. Honestly, I'm super camouflaged right about now. I know, tongue in cheek, but to be honest, it does work. I get quite a few kills here. I chose this particular spot as I played Demolition on another map that I recorded earlier on, and I can't remember when I turned, but basically when I start facing the bomb plant side, there's a car on the far side, and he was led prone next to the car, and he capped me off once, and he capped at least another couple of guys off. I see there's a couple of guys on the radar, and then I see this green triangle, and he just works them both. He just sprints through and works them both. So that little grassy area, it's quite useful for defending the flag, to be honest. And at the end of the day, this is an objective-based game, and I've got to defend it. You know, the big clue is that sign there. It says defend. It says defend here. I see it's flashing earlier on, but I noticed one of our guys was there, and he pumped him, whoever it was, trying to plant that particular bomb. Then I lost my train of thought a little bit there as I was reaching for my beverage of choice, which happens to be Stella at the moment. It's after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's a day off, and I've got a few of them run together. So the boy's away, the wife and the boy are away. The boy will play. So I got myself a nice little. They do pint. I don't know if you guys know, but they do Stella Artois in pint cans. So you can get 8 pints for a tenner. Value for money, I said. So I got myself 8 of those. So we're just sat here basically defending it. And what do you think? The AK-74, yeah, I was going to discuss the AK-74 because I was running with the MP5K. I was going to mention that as well, but I'll use it for this commentary as well. The MP5K has got really, really good hip fire. I mean, it's really, really good hip fire. But I found that the AK-74U's hip fire is not. I don't know. They both. I've tried to even it out a little bit. They both got rapid fire on. I just find I'm not getting as many kills with hip spraying with the AK. But its iron sights, I think, are more efficient, but I've still got this habit of holding the trigger down when I should be burst firing. It hasn't got grip on it, it's just got the rapid fire. I was going to set up a class with just grip, to be honest, but I put the Galil back on as silenced for me. Basically I'm going to attack the flag class, so yeah, I kind of used up a slot with that, because I think I've got one with the M14. I don't know what it is. I just like the single fire weapons. I don't know, I get a lot of pleasure out of killing people with the single fire weapons rather than a fully automatic. So I think I used the slot up for that. So as you can see, there's only about 5 seconds left. We've successfully attacked and defended, and we got the win. So I hope you enjoyed my commentary and my introduction into being a father. Have fun, stay safe, enjoy your gaming. Bye bye.